Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name, and today we're talking Octopath Traveler 2. The game comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I will be live streaming this game here on YouTube and on Twitch. So make sure if you're interested in watching the game live with the Plat for the first time, hanging out with a bunch of people that are like-minded and also want to play the game and are interested in all the story, lore, min-maxing, all that stuff, it'll be a good time to come hang out tomorrow. I am excited. I'm actually ecstatic. Very, very excited. So yeah, go ahead and stop by for that. But today we're talking about not only why I am starting as Hikari in Octopath Traveler 2, but why I think maybe you should consider starting as Hikari. And this goes beyond just I like his story and he's cool. All right. Obviously he's very cool. Obviously he's a very likable character. Probably I think arguably the strongest character in the game in terms of the character development. And it's just cool. All right. He's cool. He's a samurai. All right. That's awesome. But beyond that, 3 reasons why I think you should consider playing Hikari. First and foremost, I do think he actually is genuinely one of, if not the, probably not the, but one of the strongest characters in the game. I think he's definitely in the very top tier of characters in terms of his flexibility. I have a video going over that in a little bit more detail that I put out a few days ago, kind of going over how the warrior has changed between the games. But this guy just hits really, really, really big numbers. He has a lot of attacks that can break lots of shields. He's got an incredible latent power. The latent power is arguably better than Throne's in a lot of situations. Maybe not every situation, of course, but Throne lets her take a second turn, basically a second action during the turn, where this guy he gets his latent power. He gets 3 super attacks. One of them does just insane nuke damage. Bop! One of them does like a nuke, but it's a little bit weaker, but it hits everybody. And the third one is like kind of the combination of the two in a sense. It only hits one target, but it's kind of a nuke, but it hits something twice. So you go bop, bop, but then you get a second action that turn. At the end of the turn, you get to go again. So in a way, you could use this latent power to do a very powerful attack and then still get another action in the same turn, which makes it seem just stronger than Throne's in a lot of situations. Now your first action is tied up in a powerful attack. You don't have nearly as much flexibility, but I think there's a lot of situations where that'll be just better. Combined with him being able to cover all physical elements basically because of the challenge system and the way he gets skills. He hits really hard. He's got amazing skills for dealing damage, so he's just powerful all around the board. I think that's not the most important thing, but I do think that is relevant. The second, and more importantly, is I think this is a character. One thing to keep in mind about Octopath, if you're not familiar, when you choose your starting character, they are stuck in your party for quite a long time. I believe until you get through their entire story arc. So you're going to have whatever character you pick first for a long time and not be able to take them out. I think Hikari is a character that you want in your party no matter what for the entirety of the game for lots of reasons. First and foremost, he's got an incredible flexibility. We already know he's powerful because of the first point, but he is incredibly, incredibly flexible. He has this challenge system, which unfortunately, I'm early on in the demo again here, so I can't do that much, but basically you can go around and challenge people and you can get skills. Now this allows him to cover every single element in the entire game, like all magic elements, all physical elements on demand. So if I go here, I challenge this person, I suddenly have access to a club attack or a staff attack. If I challenge this person, suddenly I have a bow attack. If I challenge this person, I suddenly have a spear attack, which he already has. But beyond that, if we come down to a character like this, for example, this guy has the power to do fire, right? So there's going to be fire, ice, lightning, probably dark and light. I assume all of those are going to be there. It's possible there might be some elements that I actually aren't. I only know it's in the demo. It seems like all the elements that I could think of have been there. Maybe there's like, and when you get to the open world, maybe there is no light or something like that. I'm not sure, but it seems like every element I could think of has been there. But beyond all the coverage and powerful skills, you get a huge access to these kinds of things like doze, things like heckle. So he's very self-sufficient and able to heal himself, but he also gets a bunch of like good support abilities that you could choose to carry or not carry to kind of affect how you're going to use this character as a build. This is a character with incredibly high physical defense, has the ability to taunt other characters to force them to attack him while having support abilities, while also being able to heal himself, while also having powerful like latent abilities in general to take an extra turn so he doesn't have to miss out on damage all the time if he's being very defensive. But if you don't want to go that route, you don't want him to be the protector of the party, you don't want him to be the support, one of the supports of the party, you could still have him just go be a pure damage dealer and be insane. I don't think there's like a single comp in the game that Hikari is not a wonderful addition to. Just the incredible amount of flexibility is honestly, I think, just very impressive. And that's just with his base job. That's not even including when you give them a second job somewhere down the line, right? His base job is incredibly good. And he allows you to cheese early game with money throw by doing 4,000 damage to broken enemies, which is nuts in the early game, probably up to like level 20, 30. That's going to be insane. But third, and mostest importantly, this character has a story that makes sense with picking him first more than any other character. All right, all the characters have a story and they go on their journey. Hikari specifically, a little bit of spoilers here, okay? If you don't want the first chapter spoiler, why are you watching a video about why you should start as this character? All right, I guess it makes sense, but just there's gonna be a little bit of spoilers here, right? His brother destroys his town, right? His brother takes his kingdom, destroys his town. They're brothers. The dad's in charge. The dad wants Hikari to be in charge. The brother doesn't like that, kills the dad, takes over the town, burns the village down. Hikari is actually on a quest where they specifically say you must go and gather allies to become strong enough to take back your kingdom. It makes the most sense. And I'm sure that there's other like story specific characters they're talking about for him, but it's the only one where you set out specifically to go meet other allies. And I just think that's so good flavor wise that you've lost your kingdom and you're going and seeking out exceptional individuals that are also that you could use to help you, and to basically get their help, you have to go help them on their journeys as well. So I just think it makes the whole game structure seem like it makes more sense, on top of him being really cool, on top of him being very powerful, on top of his story being the best out of the ones I've watched, on top of him being flexible and able to fit in every single party composition. I think Hikari is an easy first pick for me, for you, and for everyone else that's playing Octopath Traveler 2. But that's all the Plats got today. Much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. Tomorrow is the day. I'm starting as Hikari. Who are you starting as? Let me know. Let me know why I'm wrong, why I'm right. I hope to see you on the stream. We're going to have a good time. Thank you, everyone, for the support. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Peace.